UK's job market is tough and it's the survival of the fittest, which means if you have the right skill sets which are needed for the UK market with the right experience, you can still manage to find a job and also find visa sponsorship job. So today I'm going to share an inspiring story of international student who came here in the month of Jan, and within few months he happened to find his first part-time job, and also this company also promised verbally to give him visa sponsorship job the moment he finishes study. So before I introduce you to him, just to let you know that if you guys need any help with study abroad, you can just fill the Google form which is shown on the screen and my team will reach out to you. So without any further delay, let me introduce you guys to Dipti Shankar. Hi Dipti Shankar, thank you for coming on my show, and if you don't mind, can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Thank you, Sarika. Thank you for having me. So, my name is Dipti Shankar Roy. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering almost a decade ago from India. And then I have some good experience in India as well as in some parts of Middle East. And then I thought of pursuing my master's. I researched a few countries and then thought UK would be the best suitable option for me, and then landed here this January only. Yeah.
Okay. Why did you think UK would be the best country for you? Why did you not choose, say, Canada, Australia, US, or New Zealand, or other countries?
So personally, for me, I have researched these countries. So probably it boils down to a couple of main reasons. There are many other reasons attached to it, attached to this very selection. I understand everybody's scenario and journey is different, but couple of reasons would be my domain, my branch of study is under shortage occupation list in the UK, and my previous experience has a demand here. And because I have previous experience in my domain, so it's easier for me to settle down in this experience based country. So that is the reason, and it's looking into different processes of going into and immigrating into a new country. I found out that UK is much easier than the other ones. So all these three reasons would be the most important ones for me. Yeah.
Fair enough. So the burning question for student is how to select a course. So how did you select your own course?
Yeah. So I'll tell you my story. It's I would say that students take it very lightly in selecting a course. Probably they end up deciding the course, who is their consultant or who is their near and dear ones end up suggesting them. But I would be very much specific, and I would tell everyone who would be coming here through your channel that be very specific on selecting the course. And most importantly, it boils down to the reason that in whatever study or experience you have, try to align your study or course along with that one. For example, if you have a accounts degree and you end up coming here doing a culinary degree, and you have accounts experience and you end up coming here doing a culinary degree, it doesn't match in any sense. If you are getting a culinary course and you end up taking up that one, that you will just come here and you'll settle down here with that course. So that doesn't actually work on long term, and it gives a lot of pain in a longer scenario. So please try to, what my suggestion would be, please try to align the course with your previous study or experience. That will be much beneficial.
Yeah. So how did you apply to the UK universities? Did you apply yourself or through any consultancy?
So basically I applied by myself, doing online research only. So yeah, I applied by myself, and the course and the university I choose by myself, doing online studies and online research, watching YouTube videos. Yeah.
Oh,
Like yours. So yeah.
great. Then let's come to the most important question. So the every student who lands here, the only question on their mind is now getting a job. So how did you land your first part-time job?
Yeah, I would be very specific in this one. Again, I would say that everybody's scenario and situations are different. But when somebody is immigrating from one country to another, it is said that he becomes a stranger to two countries itself. So if somebody is coming here, I would suggest that try to search a part-time job in your own domain.
Mm.
So what will happen is that yes, it will take a lot of time and effort and pain to search a part-time job in your own domain. But what happens is that if you end up doing a local job which is near to your home, easier to get, what happens is that I have seen many students doing this one, and their whole time and effort goes into that job, and the rest time and effort goes into studies, and they don't have enough time and effort to give properly interviews, proper job applications, uploading their CVs on job sites and all those things. So yeah, I would genuinely suggest to search a part-time job in their own domain.
So how did you search? What platforms did you use, like LinkedIn, Read, or any job sites? How did you land your job?
Yeah, sorry. So LinkedIn is a must, I would say. And then I was doing my job search over the general job websites like Indeed, Read, JobServe, Glassdoor, and all those. I made my CV, UK CV, how it is looks, how in the UK format, and then uploaded on this job site, and then went through my domain jobs, and then tailored my CV as per their requirements, as per their job description, and applied specifically to each of the jobs. So this is how I applied to each of the jobs in my domain.
Okay. How long did you take to get your first job in the UK?
So basically, it took almost a month or two intensive job search, and almost 4 months of job search preparation, because this whole process needs to be well prepared in terms of CV, in terms of cover letters, in terms of listing out all the job sites in the UK, and then listing out all the domains where I can apply, and then applying one by one, tailoring the CV. So almost, yeah, 2 months of intensive job search. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to add a point here for my audience, not for you, Dipti. So getting a job in any field will be easy. Like, if you want to work in KFC, McDonald's, Domino's, it will be easy because they hire a lot of students. But if you have to find a job in your field, that will take time, and you need to be a little patient about it, because the part-time jobs in your domain, they may be very less jobs available. So you need to continuously keep on applying for the right job. And if you happen to work with the companies who are registered or licensed sponsors in the UK, and if they like your work, they also promise to give you like full-time job, and that also visa sponsorship job if you perform well, right?
Right.
Okay, so moving to the next round is, how soon did you get the interview call after applying? Because students write to me on a daily basis. They are applying for hundreds and thousands of jobs, but they don't get interview calls. So when you started applying, how soon did you get the first interview call?
Okay, so after I started applying, again, it would be around 1 month to 2 months when I started receiving some genuine calls. Yeah.
Okay. So can you just give us some examples of the different interviews which you had attended so far? Any kind of tips or example that is going to help the students who are watching this video?
Yeah, so interviewers prefer here very specific domain questions. I would not go into the HREL based questions, but for example, I was asked that tell me about a situation where I have modified the engineering system or made the system more sustainable, or how I have helped the company to generate more revenue back to them. So yeah, this kind of engineering questions they prefer. And if someone search on Google, they will have many methodical answers like the star answer and all. This is how they prefer having their answers, hearing their answers here.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. So, congrats on your first part-time job, and also verbal confirmation from your licensed sponsor that they are happy to sponsor you once you finish your studies. So, any final tips to my audience before we wrap this video?
My final tip would be to anyone who is aspiring to come here as a student or as a job seeker as well, understanding themselves, how their conditions are mentally, physically, financially, and getting themselves prepared on the hiccups that might come here along the way. For example, in terms of job search, it might take months, it might take weeks, getting themselves prepared in terms of their domain job. So getting prepared is prior coming here, getting themselves prepared is the most important thing. And it can be in anything, getting preparing. It can be preparation mentally, it can be financially, it can be in terms of your job experience. Yeah.
If at all my audience wants to reach out to you for any kind of help or any steering they need, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, so my email ID is diptishankar@gmail.com, and I spell it as DIPTISHANKAR and I'd be happy to extend my hand towards them. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dipti, for coming on my show and sharing your experience. Thank you and good luck to you.
Thank you. It was my pleasure having me. Thank you.
Thank you.